Hi, Chuck Faley with Newsshooter here at NAB 2016, where Sony just had their press conference for their new products this year. And we're talking to Francois Gauthier about a new 2/3 inch ENG camera that's 4K. Francois, tell me about this.
Oh, Chuck. Our new camera is called the PXW Z450. And you mentioned it's an ENG camera. It fits really well in the ENG field, but it can also be a really powerful EFP, electronic field production camera. So it is the first native B4 mount camera with 2/3 inch sensor. And this camera fits a niche where many customers were using the F5, F55 Super 35mm sensor and says, I want a camera that is maybe a little bit smaller or more of a traditional form factor. So this is what the Z450 is.
And you announced a camera last year, the 400. Compare that camera to this one.
Well, you need to know that when we introduced the 400, we already had our roadmap in place. We expected the 400 to become a 4K. We had planned on it, so there's actually an upgrade kit. We can replace some component on the camera to turn a 400 into a 450. So that was part of the roadmap. The last thing we want is to introduce a product that would not evolve with its time. So we are respectful of legacy product. We are establishing a partnership with our customer, so all the customer who purchase a 400 could, if they wanted, update their camera to a Z450. One thing we need to keep in mind is that we've been doing ENG, EFP camera for years, so the camera have really evolved from the voice of the customer. We've been doing cameras since 1982 with CCDs in the modern style camera, the traditional shoulder mount. So a lot of the functionality that we have in our camera have been carried from one model to the other. It's not about what the customer need today, but maybe what the customer might need in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We have a wealth of customers, some of them that use all the features, some of them that use only some of the feature. So the 400 is fully stacked with all the features that a production company or a news agency would need. In addition to that, as part of this feature, we need to make sure that we have an ecosystem of solution, which includes the audio. So you have a slot-in wireless, so you can put wireless receiver, as you would put in all the Sony camera. It will communicate between the camera and the wireless, so we can have the signal strength. We also have the information about battery level and so on, which is extremely important in news environment and EFP environment. So all the typical feature you would expect in a news camera or field production camera, high-end field production camera, are built into this camera. What we're doing is we're adding the 4K capability, and we're adding high frame recording up to 180 frames per second, wow, which is quite impressive.
And when will this be available?
It is planned for winter 2016, so winter of this year.
And the price point?
We haven't announced it yet. It's going to run around the F5, F55, so in that range, in between that.
Great. Thank you, Francois.
You're welcome.
Take care.